It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Titans and the Dolphins coming up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins in Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now 2nd and 9.
All right.
Looking to pass. Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Ready. Stinger.
Here's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Dolphins had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. You talk about this Titan defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On now is Ty Zentner to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Like 54.
Levis. The Dolphins get there this time, and they... They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And here's a give to Spears. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have a Titans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Like 13. Like 13.
Levis back to throw.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Levis sets up to throw here. That one's taken in by Spears.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again. Here's 2nd and 10. Levis to throw off play action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Achane. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Little bootleg here. Levis. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hand off to Spears. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gay's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Out
of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Levis looking to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down. Back to throw, it's Levis. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Levis to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Now a 2nd and 6.
At the 28-yard line.
Tua going to throw.
That's complete to Laporta.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, ready. Long.
Tua, a final shot before half. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well.
Off the play fake, Levis.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 48 yards.
Levis now off of play action.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Titans. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. In motion goes the tight end. Now Levis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
49, right 49.
In motion left, Bateman. Play action now, Levis. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
Levis completes this out wide. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Mike 54.
They'll run with Spears. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Miami set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Complete to Washington. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Tua. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Achane gets it from the gun.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Levis sets up to throw here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Hey, like 13.
Levis back to throw.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Levis to throw off play action. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play.
2nd down and 4.
Looking to pass. Tua.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Ready.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins have tied things up here in the fourth. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Titans offense had quarterback Will Levis.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. That's complete to Wicks. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Titans strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Spears.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Levis. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Here's Levis.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Right back to Spears.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So Tua and the Dolphins down 20-17, a little over 30 seconds remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing Tua. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off. And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Titans, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire